Hello and welcome to this lesson, Understanding Python Script Types. In this lesson, we are going to study Python script types. This lesson consists of following sections. In the first section, I will introduce you Python script types. After that, we'll study fundamental types, essentials of all fundamental types of Python script, such as int, float, bool, color, and string. After that, we'll study special types, collections, and user-defined types. So let's begin. Python script types classify values and determine the functions and operations they're compatible with. Let's explore these types with this code example. So in the first section, we have fundamental types, variable of fundamental types declared and initialized. So first of all, we declared and initialized int type, variable of int type. Integer type of variable can store whole numbers. For example, 1, -1, 650, etc. These type of variables are good to be used for bar, indices, time, and other integer-related values. Second fundamental type is float. In this case, we declare and initialize float type of variable. Float type of variable can store decimal values, decimal numbers. This number represents numbers with decimals. They're used for prices, volumes, and other numeric values. Next fundamental type is Boolean type. Variable of Boolean type can store true or false. Those variables are handy for conditional statements and comparisons. Next fundamental types is color. So this type defines colors in hexadecimal format. Variable of these types used for making your charts colorful. Next fundamental type is string. Variable of this type represents text enclosed in single or double quotes. These variables are useful for labels, stickers, or any text information. Next, let's review the special types in Python script, and specifically chart plotters. Chart plotters is a type that is used and can be created by using plot and hline functions. Plot returns plot object, hline function returns hline project. So these two functions return special type. First one returns plot object, second one returns hline object. Next, let's review another special type, custom graphics. For custom graphics, we use line.new function, box.new, label.new, and table.new function to return line, correspondingly line, box, label, and table objects. Next special type is chart points. To get a chart point object, you use chart point and some variation of this function, such as chart point.fromIndex or chart point.now. This function returns chart point object. Next is a collection type in Python script. This collection type represents and used by arrays, matrices, and maps containing references to various types. For example, to get the object with array type, we use array.new function. Array.new function returns object with array type. Next, let's study user-defined types. In PineScript, you can create your own user-defined type. To do that, you specify keyword type. After that, you specify the name of your user-defined type, and after that, you specify the properties of your user-defined type, and for each property you specify property type and property name. You can have any number of properties. And after that, once you declared your user-defined type, you can initialize an object of this type by specifying the user-defined type name, and after that .new. After that, you can specify 0 or up to the number of properties that you have in your user-defined type. In this example, we specified 2 properties and to initialize object of this user-defined type. So, in conclusion, whether you're dealing with numbers, colors, or custom data structures, this type provides the building blocks for crafting powerful scripts. This is the end of the lesson, and I will see you in the next one.